Hello everyone, I'm Automobile Sleep and Beauty, and this is my channel dedicated to all things about living in your vehicle. So if you're going through a similar situation, considering it for the future, looking for tips and tricks, or just interested to learn more, make sure you like and subscribe. I started recording these videos about 7 months ago. I knew the time was coming soon where I would transition into living in my vehicle full time. So I wanted to learn as much as I could, get a feel for things so that I could be as safe as possible and be as comfortable as I possibly could because I knew that this would be long term. The time has come where I am living in my vehicle full time, and I am committed to recording this journey to help someone else as well as for me to take away any embarrassment or shame from the situation. I want to embrace it completely until I get to the next step of my life. 2 weeks ago, me and my boyfriend of 4 years, we separated. A year and a half into dating, his first business sold, and recently his second business sold. He's always lived on the property of his businesses, so once this last business sold, he decided to move to his home, which is out of state. Our relationship ended on good terms, full of gratitude from me and an everlasting friendship between each other. However, we both agreed and know that it's time for us to go to the next phase of our journeys, and that unfortunately has to be separate. During our 4 years of dating, I've always maintained my own place. However, I began to feel as if it was a waste of money because I was always at his place 24/7. I also began to learn how to balloon decorate, and I became very talented in it. I found a shop I was able to rent and use to further that talent, and that's exactly what I did. I moved out of my place and rented the shop. I did not tell my boyfriend. I was kind of afraid of what he would say. However, very early on, I did reveal to him that I had the balloon shop. And to my surprise, he was more supportive than I really imagined. He completely helped me get everything set up, and it was exactly how I wanted it to be. Amazing. Eventually, I realized I did not need the balloon shop for my business to thrive, so I did end up letting it go, and I have continuously since then been successful with having clients book me for events, and everything in my business has been going great. My boyfriend has been the most supportive I could ever hope for. So the last 4 years has been amazing for me. My boyfriend took very good care of me. He absolutely adored me and really took pride in taking care of me. I never had to pay for food or gas or just miscellaneous little things. He, as a man, really enjoyed being able to provide the essentials for me. However, over the last 4 years, I definitely have maintained employment myself. So I've always had my own income as well. Because my boyfriend was so amazing and financially supporting all the little things in my life, I was able to use my income to invest into my business, from learning, taking classes to increase my skills, paying for my shop, buying inventory, doing photo shoots and video shoots for advertisement for my business. And because I was investing so much money into my business, I did not save a lot of money. I invested a lot of my free money into my business, which has kind of led me into the position I'm in today, and I absolutely do not regret it. I knew eventually his business would sell, so when he would be gone, I knew that I wouldn't have the flexibility and freedom to invest so much money into my business. So I was happy I was able to put so much into it while he was here, and I would figure things out later once I knew he would be gone. So eventually, there came a buyer for his business. It took quite a while for the sale to go through. So we had a lot of time to prepare ourselves. I thought I was preparing myself. However, I definitely would have liked to be more prepared than what I really am now. However, despite not being as prepared as I could be, over the last 2 weeks, I am still having what I consider the best experience I possibly could in this situation. It's definitely not easy. Living in your vehicle is challenging. However, I did certain things and learned about how it would possibly be, so I would be prepared and ready and have some things in place for myself. So now here I am. He has left the state. I work full time. However, I have worked jobs where I'm not making as much income as I'm capable of, because I want the flexibility of being able to serve my clients whenever I'm booked. And if I lose the job, I don't want it to be a major loss. So I work in a warehouse currently. So I basically have three jobs. I work in a warehouse, I am a balloon decorator, and I also work in the entertainment industry as a casting assistant. I work for one of the most legendary casting companies, and we provide services usually to hip hop or rap artists. I've worked with huge celebrities, and most recently, the largest celebrity I worked with was Usher, which was an absolute dream come true. So that's another reason why I accept jobs is below my skill set, so that I am able to prioritize the other things I'm doing. So if I do lose the job, it's not a major loss, and it's not truly going to go on my resume record. Okay, that's a little bit about me and about my situation. And like I said, because I'm so dedicated to making my balloon decorator career happen, I've decided to live into my vehicle so that I can have extra income to invest towards that dream. It's definitely a sacrifice. It's different from what I'm used to. However, I know that it's something that's going to pay off in the long run, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited that I'm humble enough and willing to make this sacrifice for what I see for myself in the future. Okay, and lastly, I'll give you a quick tour of my setup of my car. It's very, very simple. I have my magnetic window coverings, which are great, but I'll review those at a later date. I have my sunscreen window shield. I have a car gap filler. And for my back window, I actually keep it just very, very simple. I have a box and a mesh screen, and it really does the job. Where I am parked to sleep, I don't really feel as if people are going to look into my vehicle too much, so I don't have to have it so locked down. However, I do try to keep it as private as possible. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I'm going to share more of my day to day. I'm going to share more of the things that I've used to make it more comfortable for me. I'm going to just share my life with you, and I hope that you guys are encouraged. I hope that some of my tips and tricks are useful, and I hope that someone relates and feels like they're not alone from me telling my truth. See you later.